Do you like my self-portrait? So yesterday, some of the first words that we learned were koko, soko, and asoko. Well, the first part of this video, I'm going to be reviewing and telling you how those words follow the demonstrative pattern, with the words such as kore, sore, are, and a new word, it's a question word, meaning which, dore. Now, the question word dore, well, basically, you need to know that it's following, so you're having this, that over there, and if it's a question word, you don't know which you're talking about, so dore is which. Now, focusing on kore right here, it follows a pattern that when it goes in front of a noun, you have kono, and then as a place, instead of as a thing, you have koko. For sore, that changes from sore into soko. Oh, sorry, we're not in locations, we're on before noun, sono. Then that changes into soko. And then for are becomes ano. And then for location, are is a little irregular and becomes asoko. Can you hear that dog barking in the background? I'm not sure what this camera can pick up. It's not necessarily the best camera. Okay, so dore meaning which. If you want to say, for instance, which pencil, you follow the same rule. You say, you take out the re, and you add no. So, dono enpitsu, which pencil. So, dono. And this is also a question word, but it's a question word that precedes a noun. So there always has to be a noun after it. Just like kono, sono, ano, and dono. And then the question word for place, which you learned yesterday, doko, is following this pattern. So you have dore into dono, which is before a noun. Then you have doko, which is a question word for location, meaning where. Now, the other point yesterday were some other location words that did not necessarily follow this pattern, but you had such words as mae. For instance, mae means in front. And use this in a pattern. For instance, let's say that we are using a book. And the book is just right here. The book right here. And you're saying that the pencil is in front of the book. So you have to say hon no mae. Now, how does this different from English? Well, let's look at the English right here. So, in front of the book. So you have in front of the book. Now, in our little phrase, which I'm going to put in blue so you can distinguish the English from Japanese, and that you didn't know how to already, because you're starting to learn hiragana, and that's awesome. So you put hon. Remember, hon is book. Hon no mae. So both mean in front of the book. So you have the book right here, over here, and you also have in front, and you have that here, my, and you also have no, of. Now notice the only difference, oh that looks messy, but sorry, I don't care. That says book, not hook, by the way. I kind of erased that line here. It says book, trust me it says book. Okay, so it says in front of the book, but it doesn't say in front first. See, in English you have prepositions. Now I didn't realize that what that meant until I learned Japanese, and I learned that Japanese has postpositions, and I realized that prepositions are spelt prepositions. So you have the preposition in a preposition to a noun. Whoa, that's kind of neat. Well, in Japanese, you have prepositions, postpositions going after the noun. So remember that postpositions go after the noun. And this is true of all of the words that you learned yesterday, except for koko, soko, and asoko. Those are part of the demonstrative pattern and stand by themselves. But these are describing a location to an object, such as a home, as a book. So now that you know this, so you know how to say, for instance, hon no migi or hon no soba, meaning respectively near the book and to the right of the book. And you know things like hon no ushiro, sagi no ushiro, respectively the books behind, the rabbits behind. Sagi-chan is amazing. So thank you very much.